right, ladies. So, age gap relationships. I think this is a funny one because I think a lot of people that are Googling this topic, or if you're searching for it on YouTube, I think this word brings, the thought of relationships of convenience to the table, right? So today we're going to be talking a little bit about that, and we're going to talk about the effect of the man being older than you. How how this helps you be in your feminine energy, and how it helps him naturally be more in his masculine energy when there's an age gap. Okay, so in my other videos, I talked about why men like younger women. And by younger, I mean younger than them. Okay. Yes, they do like the young women in their 20s. Sure. It's something that is wired in them, just like you're wired to like, tall, square jaw, that kind of stuff, right? Just like you're wired to like, you know, particular traits, like maybe most of you like a masculine, man, strong, all these things. Men like, feminine, young, beautiful, right? That kind of stuff. So we talked about that in my other videos. Go watch them. The nature of this topic. But in this video, we'll just say it really helps you be in your feminine energy when he is older. You're like, okay, great. Well, what pretty much all women or most women are looking for is a masculine man. Okay. And when we say that, we're talking about him behaving a certain way, right? We want him to pursue us. We want him to take charge. You want him to be protective, and you want a man who can be a provider, can take care of your family, all those things. Okay. So a lot of times, or many, let me just say, a lot of women come to my practice, women in their 40s typically. I've seen it a couple of times with women in their 30s, and never seen it in women in their 20s who want to date someone younger. But where I see in my practice, the people that come to consultations with me for coaching because they want to find a husband, they've been dating someone younger, women in their 40s, right? Of course, right? Because I'm 39. Okay, so I'm 39, been married for centuries, of course. But if I was, dating, no, I would never go for someone younger. That's because you want to set yourself up for success, okay, and have the least amount of issues. So if you're an absolute expert at being in your feminine energy and you're super maybe naturally feminine, maybe that works. But if you are, just a mortal that is, and especially high achieving women, whom, you know, we can be in our masculine if we're not aware of what we're doing and what we're saying, how we're being more than anything, then someone younger, is gonna bring you problems, just like, people that come to my practice, right? So understandably so, if you're in your 40s, maybe you want to feel young, you want all these things, right? Whatever. So the point of this video is to help you understand how it's going to be in your best interest. It's going to make your life easier when there is an age gap, when he's older than you are. If you're looking for a long-term, like the one relationship, your husband, that kind of thing, right? It's going to give you the least amount of issues. You are going to give him the least amount of issues, right? You're going to be less controlling and all these things if he is older, because he will make you feel like things are in control. He's got it covered. He can take charge, and you'll be more likely to trust him. Okay? Which is what will allow you to lean back, sit back and relax, and allow you to receive, right? So what is an age gap? So anywhere between 4, 5, 6, 7+ years older than you. Okay? Less than 4 years, less than 5, 4, 5, it's too similar to you. You guys are too similar to where you will feel like brother and sister, or when she's older and he's younger, there's a massive like mommy vibe going on. Okay? Even if she doesn't see it from the outside, you're like, yeah, you're giving mommy vibes to the guy, right? And of course the guy wants to be there for a short period of time, typically not, on the long term. If you have been married for decades to someone younger, then you are the exception, you're not the norm, and kudos to you. But the majority are not going to find that for the long term. It's possible in the short term to have, a year or two with someone that is younger than you. But anyway, we made that clear in other videos. So long, he's older than you, like 5+, 4+ years, it's gonna be great or easier for you. If he is 12, 13, 14, 15 years, I've seen this, naturally occur. And these are some of the best relationships that I've seen. Two of my aunts have that scenario where their husbands are 12, 13 years older. And these are really beautiful relationships because you can see polarity to, to the next level. So the whole point of him being older than you is to increase polarity. If you don't know what polarity is, it means that attraction, that those fireworks, that attraction, that you look for in relationships. The less polarity, the more similar you are, the less attractive to him you are, and the less he will attract you, right? So 12, 13 years is a good, 10, 11, 12, 13. I haven't personally seen, natural relationships, where, it's, a natural relationship when it's 15+ years. So this is for you if you are into the convenience relationships, okay? If you are looking for a convenience relationship where you are with the guy for what he can, provide for you, you're going to have to understand a few things. You're going to have to understand that. So, for example, if this is a guy that is 20 years plus older than you, and you're with him because he has a lot of resources or cash, very likely we're talking about someone new money. Someone new money is going to want someone the reciprocal. Just like all relationships seek for the reciprocal, he wants you to look the part, he wants you to be the part, and you will be more like an accessory. Okay, so be aware of that. A lot of people that look for relationships of convenience are more than fine with that, just being an accessory. So do realize you have to continue to look the part. Okay, so be ready for the plastic surgery, be ready for all the things. Okay, because this type of man will want to upgrade you, or the type of man that looks for convenience relationship. You want money, he wants beauty and youth. Okay, this is the exchange. So as soon as you turn in your 40s, I don't know, 50s, however long it takes you to start coming down, right? Then be ready to have your stuff together, get your bag, like they say, you know, and be ready for you to be potentially upgraded. Okay, from what I see, right? Look at your Trumps, right? Look at all those guys that always are changing for a newer and a younger one, right? So that's something for you to keep in mind. Now, if he is old money, old wealth, he's not gonna, it's rare to see, it's more rare to see old money, like, look for an accessory per se. Those guys typically do look for a relationship where you can have both. And I think the big message in my video here for you, if you clicked in this video of age gap relationship because of that, perhaps you're looking into a relationship of convenience, right? My practice is based on the following. My practice and my life and everything that I stand for is based on the following. You can have it all. You can have a relationship where you guys are crazy about each other, and he's also convenient for you, aka he's good for you. Okay, so you can have both things, and I'm gonna make a video about that, for the next week, which is gonna be marry for love or money. Because I think it's crazy that you think you have to choose between one or the other. You don't. You can have it all, you know? So, yeah, ladies, that's kind of the gist of this topic, right? The older if he's older than you, the easier it'll be for polarity, for that long-term attraction, and, to have that romantic dynamic, right? The closer to your age, the more you'll have to master relationship dissonance, the more you'll have to be in your feminine energy to not feel like too similar. The more dissimilar, the more polarity, the more similar, the least polarity. So yeah, ladies, check out the other videos if you haven't seen them. 12, 10 to 15 years can be somewhat natural at times. personally, I couldn't do someone 20 years older than me. That just starts to get cringe for me. And I don't need to go into me or you. I don't need to go into a relationship of convenience, and you don't need that either, because you can have both. A relationship where you're crazy about each other, and he's also convenient for you, right? So convenient or good for you. So anyway, ladies, that's it for now. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this topic, and we'll be back with more. Subscribe and like, subscribe to my email list to, watch for the things that are coming and the discounts coming on my courses. So I'll talk to you soon, ladies.